Welcome to Partner Spotlight. Now, just to start off with, why don't you just give us a brief overview of Wild Holidays?
All right. Wild Holidays is a company. The tagline says, "Go wild and let your spirit fly." So we are trying to add a different dimension to tourism and trying to pitch a niche market where people, when they are on holidays, they become really holy on that particular day. It's a more integrated experience, and our resorts we have two purpose-built resorts locations. That is one in Alla and one in Colombo, overlooking Bolgada Lake. And one of the things that we do on the Wild Holidays is inward bound, targeting the corporate sector, where we facilitate for people to discover who they are essentially beyond self or other imposed labels. People call it outward bound training, but we brand that as inward bound.
Right. So now, just tell us, speaking of this inward bound, you're doing this launch on the first. Could you just tell us a little bit about the launch? What exactly you're hoping to achieve with this?
We are trying to introduce who we are, and our purpose-built location Totupala we want to showcase, and the corporates we have seen with so many years of experience, they come to us, they go to a lot of other places as well, trying to fix a problem, and these guys have a problem, and all of us have problems in human relationships. It escalates to such an extent. Now the corporate world, it has affected the creativity and the productivity, and people are no more productive. They are no more creative. They are very production oriented, and also interpersonal. There is a lot of issues. The ranks and designations have leaked into human relationships. It's always good, these designations, for outdoor reasons, for technical reasons, but somehow it has gone inside. When the ranks and the egos are in relationships, you create conflicts. And so when there are conflicts in corporate situations, it has definitely affected the bottom line. So the people send them to us, and they tell us, we have a problem, please fix it.
Right. So basically, now what you all are offering, how is it different? What is it? What sets you all apart from all? There are other outfits as well, and there are new outfits that are coming in.
Sure.
So what sets you all apart, Wild Holidays, apart from everybody else?
Everyone else, we believe, is outward bound. Say they go out there to get their problem fixed. We are inward bound. We don't, as much as they do not know the solution, we also do not know. Together, we try to find the solution. Actually, we are not really trying to answer their questions. We are questioning their answers so that they see the problem for the first time. And that's our focus. Therefore, it is inward bound, because the problem is inward bound. People are fragmented. Each individual is fragmented. He is not holistic. Mind says something, and the words are different, and the actions are completely the opposite.
So for these inward bound, what are the activities? What are the things that you all are going to be giving them?
So this is a problem that now we said, we have, each individual in a corporate setting has a problem. Problem is that he as an individual is not being able to relate to the other. And now when people can't relate to the other, there is always a conflict. Conflict is created with the ego. Say, I as an accountant, I as a chairman, seated in front of you, and you as a journalist, we will never be able to have a very a relationship where we connect. And it is a relationship between a chairman and a media person. So, I look at you as a media person, you look at me as a chairman, we will not connect. What I say is not what you hear. You hear through a lens of your own identity, and you look at me as another filter called chairman. So, we have created a distance. So, that is something that we have realized. So, to get rid of this situation, we don't really teach them this is what they should be doing. We facilitate certain activities through which they begin to see a point or place where they are beyond labels. They begin to experience energy field or a moment beyond time and beyond mind. and they begin to see, oh, I have glimpsed something that is not a very peaceful place, a very creative place. For the first time, they see who they really essentially are. So we have created three different techniques, so to say, three different techniques. One is yoga meditation by Dr. Radha Reddy from India. She is a medical doctor, a practitioner of yoga and meditation, and coupled with classical music, and then to asking the right question through coaching, by Ken Vijayakumar, who is a certified coach internationally. So we have created this environment, facilitate this environment in our locations, through which they begin to see who they are essentially.
Right. So, Dr. Radha, could you just give us a little brief thing into exactly what you are going to be doing, or your program basically? What are you going to be doing for this?
Mine is basically, I just want people to know that they are already whole inside. They are wholesome human beings. So it's just that we fail to look inside within us, and through yoga and meditation, pranayama, just want to give them a feeling that increase their sense of awareness, and a feeling that it's just about being aware about everything. All this is happening because we are not mindful, because it's just that we are just not even sensitive to people around us and to things around us. So it is all about how sensitive you are, and how much aware you are of the surroundings around you and within you. So I plan to, by introducing them to this yoga, pranayama, I want to bring in that kind of awareness where it just increasing maybe to 1% of that, but of course ultimately it all goes into how much they'll be practicing on a day-to-day basis. So with one day, I would say miracles are not going to happen. With one program, miracles will not happen. It's a long-term process. But yes, nothing like introducing them to that, So that's where I come in.
Okay, so Ken, if you could just tell us a little bit about what exactly you are going to be bringing to the table. So
as Vijith said, it's all about coaching. Coaching, actually, essentially, it is removing the self-limiting beliefs. What prevents from a person to find a solution, a problem for his, problem for solution. So it is actually there is a powerful technique of questioning technique, we used to for them to realize how they find solution for their own problem. So coaching is not advising, it's not consultancy, or it's a guide. As was discussed before, it is exploring together, and then that person takes ownership for his to find a suitable solution for his problem. If you look at consultancy or advising or guiding, it is we are forcing the solution upon the person or individual or group. But coaching is different. Coaching is all about we help, we partner with whoever comes to us, and for them to find their own solution.
Right. Okay. Also, just now getting back into the industry on the whole itself, right? Now, Wild Holidays, you all promote yourselves as very nature conscious and all that. So, what are your thoughts on the rules and regulations with regard to flora and fauna in terms of protection and safeguarding the animals or the plants, whatever, from all these lot of groups that are coming in? Is it regulated enough? Is there enough being done? Are we doing enough to protect our nature? And
the consciousness is now being created. We believe that should be our unique selling proposition as a country, deviating from this inward bound tourism as a whole. We want, if only Sri Lanka can pitch a new brand, where we can be branded as a temple of the earth, where people in a temple, people who live in a temple are very careful about the surroundings, they are very sensitive. And people who walk into a temple also, put their feet very carefully on the planet Earth. So I think the time is right for us to rebrand Sri Lanka as a destination where fauna and flora and the biodiversity is so treasured and valued. I don't know whether you know about it. We are one of the hotspots in the world. Certain species of animals, say for instance frogs, we are the highest density in the world. So we are very unique in that, in such a small island, fauna and flora, the diversity is so immense. And this is a very interesting university for people to live, for people to learn how to live cohesively with the environment. So that's something hopefully tourism authorities will understand, and which I think they are working towards that.
Right. So, any other what sort of policy level moves would you like to see to help this industry grow bigger? What would you like to see?
Policies are always from outside in. Again, it has to be inward bound. So we as inward bound, I'm coming back to the inward bound again, because inward bound, we want for people to be very, very, like Dr. Radha said, sensitive to our environment. We want to start from corporates, and we want to go to the school level. First class in any school, we believe should be, maybe 5 standard and above, should be just simply to contemplate on nature, just to be simply silent. And then, when you're in silence, you become very sensitive to the other. Other can be an animal, other can be a tree. So we don't create that space. So through inward bound, we intend creating that space, starting from the corporates. As I said, the corporate, when you take, every corporate in our country, we are talking through experience, is having problems. They have problems of departments. Each department is against the other, because it is a department, because it is finance department, HR department, and that department and this department. They come up to the door of the organization as human beings, enter as accountant. The moment you enter as accountant, the problem is created. So whatever labels that you put in, whatever name that you have, the names divide. Essentially, whatever that is in division is in a conflict. So this has affected the human harmony, among each other. And see what is happening. This has escalated to the politics. See the labels, these people have. See, we are divided as a nation through religions and through politics, politics, and even through, even when you say you are getting married, you say you are getting married to a village. You don't say you are getting married to a human being. You say, my daughter is married to Hambandota. So the Hambandota people feel that we are people from down south. And down south, the moment they are now divided, down south has to be in conflict with up north. So this is really, we believe that we are a country who has ended war, but the battle is still within. As long as we identify with labels, labels are good. These ranks, designations are good for outward reasons. But for human relationships, do we really need ranks and designations? Should I look at you as a Hindu? Should I look at you as a Chaman, for that matter? The moment you do that, inevitably you have a conflict. So we are trying to, through inward bound, find an answer to that. So answer to your question, the policies to protecting environment, this is exactly what we are trying to do. Through inward bound, we want people to become little more sensitive to the other.
Thank you very much for joining us.